Hello everyone, XVI here. It's time for the end finale of Final Fantasy XVI. I did one stream of it to start the game and then didn't do any more because I got heat stroke. It was just so hot that day. I've been playing it off stream, and also I've been playing it off stream just so I can play it whenever I want on my own pace. And I've had a blast. I cannot wait to see the ending. I put it off a day because it was Canada Day anyway, so holiday. But I want to see the ending, so let's not waste any more time and get to it. So, just to show my progress, I have done... Oh. And my remote play froze. Of course it did. Of course it did. Just a moment. Of course it did. Of course my remote play froze while waiting. Of course it did. Come on. Technical difficulties. It's the finale, so of course something has to go wrong, you know? Okay, there we go. Now, just to show that I have done everything, my wall of memories, I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see from the bottom, it is complete. I have forged all equipment, including Gadademarang, Orobos, Founder's Grasp. I will say, I'm a little disappointed that there's not like an ultimate belt, because this, or like something like matching the. I wish there was some sort of belt that like went with the Founder's Grasp, you know, because this has like plot and emotional significance of a sort. Maybe something from Jill for a belt. I don't know. Then we have of course, the Gadademarang. The only thing I have not done is buy all the orchestrion walls, because they're expensive, and I'll probably be doing a New Game Plus at some point. So I'll be buying them through that playthrough. And also, just to go to the world map, I have done all the side quests and all of the hunts. I am well and truly ready to complete this game, at least the initial playthrough. New Game Plus is still there, but let's do it. I will say, like, to make sure this was the end, I had to look it up just to make sure, but like when I initially selected, I assume it would say, like, this is a point of no return, are you sure you want to go? But they didn't give me that. I'm like, I don't want to say anything. So just, like, quickly shut the console off to avoid seeing anything. My volume a bit. Oops, bumped the mic, apologies.
Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy.
If we see your dad. Okay.
Tell him
Several.
he'll be in the front row. There's no way
Mid.
he'd miss this.
Sid's my favorite character, but Mid is also in the top 5. Not as awesome as Sid,
Behave
but
yourself, Mid.
she's still awesome and she's cute.
We'll see.
Oh, I also meant to show my ability setup. I did show briefly attributes, but Dion, I'm not into girls. They'll also just like caught off guard. Have we even spoken to each other? Actually, that's a good. I don't think they have.
You're in charge now, Gav.
What does Taya have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
I hope Clive doesn't die in the ending, because everyone is everyone appropriately is acting like he's not going to survive this, but hopefully he will.
I'm sorry.
Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
I will say, Yote ended up disappointing me.
But you should pray he took his medicine.
Because, like, I was expecting some real big reveals with her, with the secrecy surrounding her, and her name, and even, like, noting her name might really not be Yote.
Lady Tyre.
If you played to this point, then you know the reveals surrounding her aren't really much,
See that your brother comes
you know.
back in one piece. Or at most two. Or you can heal yourself.
If he's in 2 pieces, well, I might be able to do something with that. You ever sewn a man back together if he's been sliced in half vertically?
But that's never stopped me before. So just you
Byron is also up there
and don't worry about us.
We'll do our best.
in my top 5 characters.
Hope you well.
Top 5 overall would be Sid, number 1, absolutely. And then I'm not sure the order. Dion, Joshua, Byron, and Mid.
Jill,
She isn't coming with us?
It's time, isn't it?
No.
it is.
I'll say I don't know if they're my favorite couple, but I did really like the relationship that they've had here. It was never like anything explicitly stated, but it's clear that they love each other, you know? Now, at what point that it went from platonic to romantic, not vague, but, you know, it just felt natural that they ended up, yeah, we're together now. And we're leaving the doggy behind, Torgal.
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in
Music.
yours.
Is that the music? I think it is.
I do.
Yep. It's the Final Fantasy theme.
I'll be back. I promise.
Damn well better be, dude. I haven't graded this game yet, though I did come close when he reunited with Joshua. So there is a decent chance this game will finally break me in the ending.
I know. I love you too.
Oh, there it is. They said it. Screen cap time. Woo, that's a deep kiss there. Like I saw the mouths moving there. Everyone else is still watching. Yeah. Oh, the dame Quentin Ludor. Ah, everyone's showing up. I like that. I wonder if that I did complete again. I've completed all the side quests. I wonder if they would have all shown up if I hadn't
We
completed
have a
them.
lot to kill.
Yeah, and I was hoping Jill would come with us for the finale. But okay. Should have gone with him. We got this far together. Honestly, like traveling around with her and Joshua as my party was just awesome. Like even Joshua was like, we're all together again. Yeah, I wanted to get it before it started to fade out. Good. I've been taking a lot of screen caps. To Origin. If I find Jack Garland in here, that actually might kind of be a 10 out of 10 twist. What?
Hey,
Let me guess, Ultima's thralls? Yep. I'm also disappointed we never actually got an airship. Like, it would be redundant with fast travel, but still, it's the thought that counts. When I did the side quest where Mid was talking about converting the Enterprise into an airship, I was excited and very let down in the end. It's also low-key, like, they're not calling attention to it, but it's awesome Dion can control it without losing himself. Oh! And there's our way in. One thing I'm not fully clear on, I'll have to like look up a render of it. I'm not fully sure like what the spike growths under Bahamut's wings are. Like, they almost look like they should detach, if you know what I mean, or extend or fan out or something, but I don't recall ever seeing that happen. Whoa. Like, I remember seeing it before, but now, like, you know, you realize it's a big thing. This whole thing must be the final dungeon.
So this is Origin.
A far cry from heaven.
Well, what do you think heaven looked like, Clive?
Where it all began, where it all begins, our ark, your architect.
Hey, Ultima, how's it going?
It was here that we slumbered, here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again.
Okay.
But you have come at last. And now we shall be truly complete.
You keep saying we. Is it just like the royal we, or are there actually others of his species around here? Though it's possible his thralls have been other members.
There's 3 of us and 1 of him.
Yeah.
Make it count.
Here we go. Yeah, that he's just gonna shrug it off. Awesome! Fighting again. Are they gonna fuse again?
Dominance. We will show you what it means to suffer.
What? They fused! Awesome! This was so cool. First time seeing it. Oh, wait. Wait. Ultima Prime. He took on the form? Okay. Did not expect that to start. Clash? Yeah, he's like the form. Oh! Oh, come on! Like, I didn't even get a dodge chance. Okay. Oh! Awesome, you get to do it for all 3 of them. Does this mean Dion counts as playable, even if like for 2 seconds? I'm just taking it in watching. Oh! And then, oh, I just noticed the health bar. It is listed as Ifrit, Phoenix, and Bahamut. That's awesome. Oh. Clash. Oh. Oh, shit. I mistimed it. Though considering we're already like below half health even before I dodged it, I don't know if it would make a difference or not. Like they wouldn't like throw us into an actual boss fight now at this disadvantage. Would they? Hellfire, yeah! Revelation. Mega Flare. Uh-oh, what's he doing? Big. Delta attack! Try disaster! Oh, cool! Oh, that's awesome. What? Pardon? No, because that was just a whole extent, basically a cinematic.
This unpleasantness
Nah.
could have been avoided.
I will say I've been wondering because Ultima's been up front the whole time, but he mentioned like it was after they created magic that the blight began to spread. It does make me wonder if they're gonna do like FF14 and like there's something behind Ultima, like Ultima isn't the end. We have to take out what started his problems. Does he have a 1-1 wing? Yeah. Oh no, is the other just bent back or hurt? Yeah, the other's been hurt, okay. Do I dare ask what his attack is called? Because that's bigger than Hellfire. Joshua better not die. I don't want him to die. No, 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 no. Dion. He's gonna die. Like, given the choice, I would prefer Joshua survive, but I don't want Dion to die either. This would be a good time to let loose a Zeta Flare. Okay, a Giga Flare will do. Actually, I don't think it's gonna do, but... Yeah, you're going two-handed. Is he gonna... Oh, here we go! That looks like a Terra Flare at least. I don't remember what Zeta Flare looked like. Oh. Gonna be is it gonna be enough after all, or... Nope. Dion. Oh. Dion. grabbing my mouse. Oh, whoops. Where is... Again, for some reason OBS, my Twitch thing doesn't often... Like, my Twitch display thing doesn't always update with it. I don't know why. Oh, is this another time to play as Joshua?
Clive! Clive! No.
We're going.
Thank the founder.
Okay, he's alive.
Did I mention?
That makes two of us.
No, I'll be alright.
Yeah, like, are we ever gonna explain what that stone is? Like, that's been bugging me, because, like, Talia mentioned it, but... Just want to see. Ultima's... And that's also, like, didn't Joshua seal Ultima in himself? Like, I have a lot of questions about the plot. Some are nitpicks, some are plot holes. But they have a chance to stick the landing, so...
Take my hand.
No, I told you, Abby.
That's really bad.
Come on.
Thank you.
Of course. They're gonna make us play as Clive having to carry Joshua onward.
Press on.
Always.
They are, yeah. Yep. The core. Can't we look behind us? Like, no, I wanna, hang on. Okay, I have to walk forward, okay. Okay, better not die, Joshua.
Sorry about Dion.
Don't be. Please. He did what he had to do.
And it's time we did the same.
Oh yeah, this is a mother crystal that'll have a core, and there it is. I assume.
Should we stop?
Not because of the cough. No, I think we're past that, Clive.
Yeah, pretty much.
I suppose we are.
That light, so cold, so empty. We're close, aren't we?
It seems that way. But I don't want to think what could be waiting for us in there.
Mm-hmm.
Think instead of those waiting for us at home.
Yeah, this looks like a core if this was a mother crystal, but the interior is, it's like a fallen ruin. Another one. Oh yeah. Are there several of them? Yeah. Hmm?
They can't be.
Oh, this just is this just what Ultima Species looks like?
This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end, it was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin
Oh boy.
from their eternal slumber. That together we may usher in a new age of reason.
This was never about creation. Only self-preservation. You condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Life. I think I understand.
He's alone. He's lonely. Yeah, there they are. Okay. I don't know what to make of this. If this is good or bad. Probably bad.
Oh no.
They sacrificed their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber. And thus would they labor still.
They were the mother crystals.
What was done, had you not set them free?
Oh.
You meant for us to destroy the Mother Crystals.
Oh.
What you wanted all along.
You have our gratitude, Mythos.
Okay, yeah, this is very bad.
In this you have served us well. You have both served us well.
Okay.
Welcome home, brother.
Oh no. Joshua.
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker.
What do you mean?
It was theirs
Ah.
that grew stronger.
Joshua, what? Okay, so that explains it. Ultima is like a collective, like a hive mind. No, no, no. Joshua, no, 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 no. Don't die. Don't kill him off.
And now we can become one.
Yeah, they all look just like him. Or it. Please don't kill Joshua, no.
The one possessed of the destructive flames of Ifrit, and the healing flames of the Phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong. I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel. Hold on. Listen to me, Clive.
Joshua.
You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him.
Now they look to you.
To him for guidance.
Now people look to you.
In vain, for he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will, and so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you.
I get it.
Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Sid's dream of creating.
Clive's just immortal, but he's the one who's acting like a god.
Faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pole was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. And so will yours be.
Oh, here we go. He's giving us his icon.
With my light in your heart, not even a god might stop us.
Joshua! Don't do it, you'll...
Enough, Clive. My body is too far gone. If the root does not take me, the curse will. I have always been proud to call you my shield.
Joshua.
But now, it is the world that needs you. Thank you, Clive, for being my brother.
Joshua. You made it this far.
Look at me, Joshua. Open your eyes! Open your eyes, David! Why? Why?
Because he had to. There was no other way. He went as far as he could. That would not be a good time to start monologuing. You are going to get your ass kicked like you
And
can't
thus
believe.
does the final piece fall into place. The incantation primed, but one task remains. To empty the vessel.
What's happening? Is this gonna be like another illusion type thing, or okay, just like creating an arena force? We still have the feather at least. Joshua.
Still here. always have.
Okay, here we go.
Always will.
Is he gonna prime?
My sword, I swear, to shield the Firebird's flame forevermore.
Here we go.
You know nothing of magic.
Nice try.
Well, I thought I was close enough to get him. Whoops. Oh, right there. Okay. Okay.
This is the work of my will.
Oh! I only saw that at the very end. Okay. I hadn't used it, I thought. Go on, go for it. I pressed R.
Perhaps this will bring it here.
Okay, might as well, like, I should have had this out a while ago. I'm not fighting efficiently. I'm still, like, you know, taking everything in. Whew. Whew. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Okay, should not have done that then. Oh well.
Centuries have I waited for this moment. This moment in which I might revel in my creation. Only to find it profaned and soiled. It must be cleansed.
I was expecting an actual, like, final dungeon, though there may still be one.
Unexpected. How is it that your will yet endures?
Because it's not so easily broken.
He's starting to get more emotional in
But it can be broken.
his speech patterns.
I shall see it. For such is my will.
Try it.
Oh wow, I dodged that. I don't know how I dodged that, but I did. Tried to dodge back. Meteor, goody. Oh,
Guess we're all ready. Let darkness fall.
of course now he does the melee attack now that I'm on cooldown. I want to do a takedown on him. I want to see what the takedown animation looks like. Oh, it's the same. Except he doesn't actually fall. Okay. I haven't used Odin much, so I'm still not using him here. So I'm not quite sure like what to do with him as an icon. Oh yeah, I'm equipping using Strength Tonic. That actually did a good chunk of damage to him. Come on, get closer, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him! I meant to use Heaven's Cloud.
Perhaps this will bring it through.
I'm gonna get Mega Flare, yeah! Gotcha. Well, first form at least.
What latent force feeds these flames?
Awesome design on the boss, too.
More here than mere will. Is this Logos?
What? That is the thing, one of my nitpicks about the story. What is Logos? What does that mean? You introduced this new terminology in like the last 2 hours of the game.
No, I forbid it. You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us.
Yeah, he's getting pissed. Is he priming? Yep.
created you, all of you.
Ultima Risen. Now that's looking like an Ultima with all the wings now.
Is mine to destroy.
Whoa.
Once, perhaps. But we are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
Have you learned nothing? Damned is the slave who turns scourge upon his master.
Of course it has to have an icon. I don't know if this will be the final boss or not, but of course there had to be another icon battle. Oh, whoop.
So make it.
Damn, wasn't close enough. Whoa. Come on, why was only some of it hitting him? Oh, whoops. I pressed R. Oh, okay. Shockwaves. Yep. Wow. Get in there! The Rapture. Oh! Should have used that after. I wasn't sure how much damage it would do though. I wanted to be at full.
With fire shall fire be repaid.
Purgatorium. Hang on. Don't I still have Fireball Burst? Okay, I thought so. I don't know if I'm doing... Right, I have my special... Oh, that's doing a good chunk. Whoa, what? Oh, shit. Ten. Five. Phew! Okay, I was getting real worried there. Remote play's getting slowed. It's too epic. Remote play can't handle it. Ready to go. I almost got him. This doesn't feel like... I know this is an odd thing to say, but something about this doesn't feel like the final boss. It's certainly epic enough to be. But I don't know, something ain't right. Burn, baby, burn. Wow. Oh, I thought my mouse was showing the screen. No, it's just
No. My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been.
just checking something
The
on my
moment the
phone.
blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the result shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be. So you turned your back on your creation. Your back on the world, like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos. Nothing.
Yeah, he's getting pissed. Oh boy. Now what? Now this is starting to feel like the final. What? The others? No, way more than 8. What are they doing? Okay. Now this.
Bathed in light,
Yeah.
I stand above you, my rebirth complete. And you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
Anguish. Pain, suffering. You have known none of these. We have. So we know what they grant. They bring us together. And that makes us strong.
Otamalius. My punches to your face. Oh, I missed that he had gotten partially staggered there. Okay. Strength tonic on him. I am a little disappointed that wasn't actually a final dungeon, really. Oh, that's only fair when I do it. Flash? Yeah. Don't you dare, you bastard. Are we gonna hear Sid? Sid! Damn right, man! Don't. Oh yeah? Come and get it if you can. Oh, that's a Barnabas's thing. Exaflare. Oh! I was wondering why we didn't see that, because it was like we saw Zeta Flare, but we never saw Exaflare. I thought they had just skipped it. Whoops. Will this stagger him? I don't know. I'm gonna stagger him soon though, for sure. Gotcha. May as well stay in limit break form, why not? Recover some health. Okay. Again.
That's my boy!
Byron. Odin. Leviathan? We don't care about Leviathan. What? Who's Leviathan? We've never heard of him. There is no Leviathan in FF16.
Onward, my son.
Elwyn! Oh! They're all here with us.
No, mine is the altar at which you pray. Mine are the eyes that look down upon
Limit break.
And yet still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
We are not the same.
Oh, this remix! Bring him down! Flames of creation. Okay, can't hit him. I meant to do block for that. Whoops. Okay, good thing I healed! Ashes to ashes. Ow. Okay, well, Zantetsuken is fully charged next time I manage to stagger him again. Okay, I didn't know that could be dodged. Okay, good to know. Whoops. I think I used it. Oh wait, there he is. No. I was already had teleported and I was gonna not hit him. Ow. Oh! Asshole. Okay, I haven't seen that part of that attack before. That's okay, Skytron. Yeah, you should get out of here. This is the ending. It's spoilers and it's amazing. But thank you for stopping in. In fact, I think I'm about to kill the final boss. I'm pretty sure. No, you don't. Joshua. Amazing.
So sure of your place atop the world, you refuse to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher.
I do not need you, you or anyone.
And that is where we are different. I could not have made it here on my own. I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
I cannot end.
And now to end it. I'm actually gonna say it.
The fantasy here is yours.
That'll do.
And we shall be its final witness.
Oh.
I said, it's over.
That should have been epic, but it was kind of just silly watching the face contort. But that was still awesome. Wow. If that, I assume that was the final boss. I don't know how they could top it. That would felt like the final boss. So I just check some.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world now that you have gained your precious freedom?
I honestly don't know. And I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
It's who we are. We fight, we survive, we endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up. We see the horizon, ever out of reach, and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it, because that is our way.
Absorbing his power?
My congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable. Your world is already dead. May you enjoy an eternity on its blackened husk.
Yeah, that's the thing I've been wondering about. Like, the blight is still here. I know it's in time, but okay, yeah, they're not gonna let the active time law. Nothing there. Is this a flashback or is this... Okay, flashback. So assuming this is the it and the ending, I'll briefly give my thoughts on... Like, I'll wait until I see credits rolling before I start going into my thoughts on the game as a whole. Just have my mouse cursor ready to mute the stream, because I imagine like the credits music may be copyrighted and it'll probably still just be muted. What the fuck is she doing there? Like, even if this is just a flashback, you could just not show her there. Say Mom wasn't at this ceremony. Assuming this is a flashback, or is it like the spirit world? Okay, no, it is. Is this where he was appointed shield? Yep. I was sounding like, Clive, is this the future? Did Clive have a kid with Jill? But baby Joshua, that's sweet. Kid actually looks a little creepy. Like, it's fairly realistic, but you know, it still falls into the uncanny valley a little. Wait. Can he really? Can you... Is he really gonna come back? Please, because, like, come on, let Joshua live. Come on, please.
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this vessel all along. For what I am in. Perhaps I can use it to set things right. And see Ultima's legacy. There is dominance, crystals, magic, consigned to the flames. Even if it means the end.
What? No, 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 no. But then, what do you do about the blight? Like, the world is still dying. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, the game's not over, you know. The game may still explain things or, like, show how they're gonna recover from that, but... There it goes. It's like it's gonna fall. Okay, I'm muting the stream output. Because, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so that's the finale. So my overall thoughts on Final Fantasy 16. It's a mixed bag. Overall, I loved it. Great game. Still a mixed bag on both gameplay and story fronts. Now, on gameplay wise, they do have very heavily downplayed the action, the RPG elements in favor of focusing on action. Like, there's no elemental affinities, there's no status ailments, which is weird because the game like refers to like elements, but there's no elements in the gameplay system. You can only equip one type of weapon, and it's just a pure stat stick. It doesn't actually change your attacks or combos or anything. Has no special effects. And a lot of the accessories you can... What? Wait, what? No. Okay, I'm honestly, that upsets me. Clive and Joshua are both dying. No. I was gonna talk about the gameplay first to let the story happen over here, but yeah, the accessories, most of the accessories just provide stat boosts and very, very minor boosts to a specific icon ability, and the boost is so minuscule it only affects one icon ability, so you know, they didn't seem that handy. And now, most of the customization did come in with abilities you equipped. And even then, like, there was tactical variance and strategy in how you combine different abilities together. But the fact you could respec at any time, which I did like. I liked that you could respec any time. But it still meant that it was fairly easy to get a handle on how the abilities synergize with each other, pick up something that worked for you and stick to it, you know? So, yeah, I can understand why people are saying this is just a pure action game. I disagree, but they did heavily downplay the RPG elements, and it did make the game very simplistic and button mashy at times. And the thing that also bugged me is that some of Clive's innate abilities like Magic Burst and Thrust and Downward Swing, or Downward Thrust and Lunge rather, like, they didn't do much more damage than other attacks. It's like, why would I use these? And with a lot of the icon abilities, it seemed like some are just objectively better than others, so why would I use them over the other ability? And the side quests did get very repetitive. It tended to be just talk to this person, then go talk to this person, play messenger tag, or go to this place and kill a thing, or go to this place and get a thing, or deliver a thing. And yes, the story behind the side quests was great, and I liked how, like, there were, like, ongoing subplots with NPCs and that, but still, the side quests, actual mechanically, were repetitive and simple. The story, since this seems very relevant to mention now, the story of the game is too bleak. There is so little fun or levity in it all. Like, that's why I like characters like Sid and Mid and Byron, because they brought fun to everything. And it's like, it's not that, like, the writing was bad or the voice acting was bad. The voice acting was out of this world. Ben Starr, but, you know, it's just, there's just a very dour, bleak tone to everything. This is this is a shitty world, and we're gonna fight to make it better, but things are gonna get shittier before they get better. And especially with how bearers were treated, I hated it. Like, I could not bear it. Like, I understand, speaking as a white cisgender heterosexual male living in North America, I don't know a dang thing about prejudice personally. But the whole bearer subplot was uncomfortable to watch. Like, not just that people treated them badly, but how much they had to keep hammering it home. Like, I remember there were NPCs who assumed Clive was illiterate because he was a bearer. They would refuse to do business with him because he was a bearer, or refuse to even talk to him. Like, I remember the one merchant, don't touch my stuff. No one's going to buy something that a bearer has touched. And the fact that bearers are very explicitly enslaved, and like directly using the term slavery for them, and and like people see them as pets or as disposable tools. Just like the first half of the game, constantly hammering at home how awful they have it. And then in the second half of the game, they didn't drop the bearer subplot, but they focused much more on the mother crystals and icon subplot, and the bearer stuff and was kind of a back seat. Now, granted, that went hand in hand with destroying the mother crystals to create a better world, but still, it was a little odd that Sid that they downplayed that. But yeah, overall, that was just a recurring thing that like the world was in an awful place. And speaking of the side quests, so many of them had downer endings. Like there's a side quest where the one NPC just outright dies. Side quests where you find out someone dies or someone loses their home or their loved one or something. And like really with this ending of the game, what I'm getting is not only was the game bleak, it's not hopeful at all. Like, yeah, you can hope for a better tomorrow, for a better future, but there's no guarantees. Well, keep going, because what else can you do? I don't like that message. Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy IX both touched on very similar themes. The struggle of living day to day, especially in a world where it's hard to live because of your personal burdens and the world itself being an awful place. But there was hope. In the meantime, the things that made your life worth living were precious and valuable. Like Terra and Final Fantasy VI, it's not the net result of your life, it's the day-to-day struggles, the personal victories, the willingness to celebrate life and love. That is what makes life meaningful. And Final Fantasy IX kind of had the same thing. Even if your life is fleeting and you're going to die, people will remember you, and the time you spent with them is precious. I am not getting that message from this game. I'm not getting it, but like, there's not like a silver lining to like. Life is miserable and the world is a crappy place. Where's the silver lining? I'm not seeing it. Just hope we can maybe make things better. Even though, as things stand at the end of the game now, world governments have fallen apart, magic is going to vanish from the world. As far as we know, the Blight's going to keep spreading, and yeah, it's possible to eke out an existence in the Blight, but it is exceedingly difficult, as the Hideaway has shown on both accounts. Like, I don't like this ending. Assuming this is just how it ends. And they kept reinforcing this thing like people have to learn to live without relying on the boons of the mother crystals. And I get that, but what's your alternative? It's like, to compare it to modern day, it's like saying people need to learn to live without the convenience of the internet, so we're just going to destroy the internet. Well, that's going to cause massive societal upheaval, and what's going to happen in its wake? But it'll be better. Like, without the mother crystals and magic, a lot of people are going to suffer, have hard lives, and die. And yes, you'll be free now, but like, it's like, and even then, like, even if Ultima wasn't a thing, it was just the mother crystals, Is that really, like, would it have been the same thing? Because, yeah, like, in Ultima, it's like you're giving a physical, personal embodiment to the overall theme of freedom from the crystals. But that changes it, That changes, like, how you view the plot. If it's a force of nature versus a physical being that must be stopped. But yeah, this game was very dreary. I'll say, I don't mind dark subject matter. I was a fan of Game of Thrones before it shit its own bed. But like, I don't mind my dark subject matter, but this game had no balancing to it. It was very dreary, very depressing, very downer. There were moments of triumph and happiness, but they were very few and far between, and often they were bittersweet even then. And other times, again, especially in side quests, they were just plain downer endings. And this is a downer ending. Joshua and Clive have died. There's no promise that the world is going to heal, that society will recover and live on. Like, as far as we know now, this is just the end of the world, and humanity's gonna die off without magics or crystals to help them. And maybe a few will be able to eke out an existence in the Blight, like the Hideaway has, but it's going to be very difficult moving forward. Like, the comparison that suddenly sprang to mind is like, this is the world as Thanos left it when he did the snap. You know, yeah, things might get better, but things are going to be so thoroughly decimated that it's hard to believe that society could ever recover, or it's going to be a very long, hard journey to get to that point. And there's no promise that it will be better than what they had before. So yeah, that's the thing, like, that's the whole thing with the story's tone. It was just too bleak and depressing. I will say, though, I really liked the characters. Again, Sid, Mid, Dion, Joshua, and Byron were my favorites. I really liked the characters. Some of the NPCs were hit or miss, because some of them have felt like they were just someone to go for quests, and then suddenly they dump their entire life story on you. And it's like, we want you to have a feel now, because now you're going to learn my whole sympathetic backstory all at once. And not to be harsh, but I don't care in some of them. Others, though, it worked. And otherwise with story, I love the setting. Like, this game, like, at the presentation, like, the style, the flavor text, this feels like a very fully fleshed out world where they gave thought to how things worked. I do have my nitpicks with the story. Number one, since they put so much focus on the power of the icons, where is Leviathan? Like, there's one cutscene where Joshua mentions Leviathan the Lost. What does that mean? Like, could we just get even a lore entry explaining, oh, there hasn't been a Leviathan icon for centuries, or something happened to Leviathan and a dominant hasn't appeared since. Maybe it's not possible for there to be a dominant of Leviathan anymore. Like, just some sort of explanation, you know? And it's like, they had complete control over this game world. Why make it that there's supposed to be 8 icons if you're only gonna feature 7? Not counting Ifrit. Like they mentioned, there's 8 icons, 1 for each element. Why include Leviathan if you're not gonna include Leviathan? So that is like a problem, I feel, because especially since they've put so much significance on the power of all the icons and them being like tools of the gods and that, you're missing one. Other nitpicks with the story, I didn't really, like I mentioned before, I didn't really care for the reveal with Yote. Like, oh, there's a secret society sworn to help the dominant of Phoenix. We're just mentioning this in the last quarter of the game, and it's not really going to affect anything that much, except for another group to give you side quests and exposition. You know, I was wondering if they were going to reveal Yote to be the dominant of water. That would have been a neat reveal. I was waiting for that. And, it felt like, to me, the climax of the game really was the fight with Bahamut. Just seeing the characters and the story, it all came together there. We got the brothers reunited and the epic battle with Bahamut. It felt like, in terms of gameplay and story and character arcs, everything came to a head here. And then all the stuff afterwards with Waloed and Barnabas, it felt like afterthought before we could go to the final dungeon. Barnabas honestly never really did it for me as a villain. Like, and especially how he completely manhandled Clive and all of his encounters. It didn't feel earned, you know? But yeah, Barnabas didn't really do it for me as an antagonist. He looked like Euron Greyjoy and spoke like the Three-Eyed Raven, to use the Game of Thrones comparison. You know, and I'm not like saying, oh, this game's a rip-off of Game of Thrones. No, honestly, I see a lot more inspiration in terms of FF12 with it. Like, there's clear parallels for Arcadia, Rosaria, and Dalmasca here. Like, they even have the Dalmekians and Rosaria. But yeah, just like, Barnabas never really did it for me as a villain, and the fact that Waloed was already in shambles by the time we get there, and there was like no one there to talk to, it was just like, it really just felt like an afterthought compared to after the fight with Bahamut. And especially also Ultima casting Primogenesis then. You know, yeah, this is the end of the game, and you can see the final dungeon here, but I suppose we should deal with Barnabas first. So yeah, I have my nitpicks with the story, but overall I did enjoy it. I did enjoy a lot of the characters. My overall complaint is there was just no levity or fun to it. The game itself was fun, but like the story was just a downer all the time. In terms of gameplay, again, yes, it is very button mashy. They do heavily downplay the RPG elements. They could have added a little bit more, like, why couldn't elements be a thing? You know? Why can't we have certain weapons that boost the powers of icon attacks? Or, like, have accessories, like, boost all icon abilities by so much, or, you know? And also not helping is the fact that you can only upgrade abilities once. Like, the second upgrade only lets you equip them under any icon. But there wasn't really much reason to mix and match icon abilities like that. Like, yeah, you could equip Bahamut as an icon so you can have its Mega Flare and then give it abilities from other icons, but it doesn't really open that many strategic options for you, you know? So you can only upgrade abilities once, and it was mostly things like increases like the timing trigger to perfect this, or increases its duration or a number of hits dealt. So the battle system is very simplified, and there was plenty of room to give it more depth. Reduce the AP cost to upgrade abilities, and add more tiers of abilities. Make elements a thing. Have weapons that add elemental properties to Clive's attacks. Have accessories that boost powers, that actually give significant boost to icon abilities, like increases gouge damage by 10%. Here's the thing, if gouge is doing 2,000 damage, and that's generous, a 10% damage boost is an extra 200 damage, which Clive can deal with one attack. I never used any of the icon accessories except for when I was doing the Chronolith trials, because it just never seemed worth it to give up an accessory slot over something that's going to have me heal more from potions or increase my attack or defense. And speaking of, I'll also say just for the record, the timely accessories, the only one I ever used was the Ring of Timely Assistance, because I could not be bothered to give commands to Torgal. I tried to fight without it and give him commands, but it didn't work. Either I was forgetting to give him commands and he was just doing nothing, or I was trying to give him commands, but then I wasn't really focusing on what I was doing as Clive, you know? I couldn't do both, so I'm like, okay, I tried, I need the ring, or else the doggo might as well not be in the game. And speaking of, the reveal of Torgal as Fenrir, that was amazing. I loved when he glowed, and like even before they revealed, like, yeah, he was related to Fenrir, I was like, so I guess he's the 16th incarnation of Fenrir, because he looks the part, and that's awesome. But yeah, the gameplay could have been polished up more. Again, like, they could have added more RPG-esque elements to it and more depth to the system. Like, the framework is all here. You wouldn't have to do much with this. Like, maybe even modders could manage it if the game comes to PC, you know? Add elemental affinities, make the accessories more impactful. Make equipment more impactful. I forgot to mention that all equipment, not just weapons, are basically just stat sticks. And there's a limit to how much you can upgrade each one, only 2 levels. And they're just stat sticks. Like, no equipment offers an appreciable benefit over the other except for higher stats. And even in terms of like equipment raise the armor pieces raise HP and defense, but even then there's anything like, oh, this armor piece offers a much higher boost than HP, but it has lower defenses, or vice versa. Like at the end, I think there was an armor piece I had that gave like 10 less HP than what I had equipped, but 3 more armor points. And at those minor values, I doubt I even would have noticed. So yeah. The framework is here to add more RPG customization, elemental affinities and defenses, different tiers to the abilities that augment them in different ways. It would also be interesting to see something like, I don't know how you would do this, but if there was some sort of system to reward you for combining icon abilities. Like the thing I'll mention, you see at the right side of the screen, precision dodge, precision sick, precision counter, how many hits you deal with abilities. That feed is mostly pointless, and I honestly, sometimes I wish I could turn it off. Because like, I remember the one thing in particular that confused me is sometimes when I was attacking a boss, I would see this thing pop up, iconic vulnerability, and I was like looking, what does that mean? Is this boss weak to a certain type of icon attacks or something? The game doesn't explain it. I don't know what that means. Like there's a tutorial message for it, but you look it up and read it. It just says, strike an enemy with an icon attack while it's vulnerable, or something like that. Okay, that's not helpful. And also with Torgal basically being Fenrir, I have no idea how it determined how and when he powered up. Like they never explained that. Like if I'd be fighting and I notice sometimes Torgal is transformed, I have no idea what triggered it. You know. And like also I mentioned the things like downward thrust and lunge and magic burst and that. I picked up magic burst as handy as a combo extender while doing the chronolith trials. But otherwise, most of these special attacks just didn't seem to have much point to using them. They didn't do that much more damage. They went to HP or will. They didn't stagger enemies any quicker. And otherwise, if they're not doing more damage, if they're not staggering quicker, why do I want them? And on that note, I never tried any form of aerial combat. So it was a thing, but it's so heavily downplayed. You know, like, but things like that, like, what if there was some sort of bonus for, like, if I, like, continuously do magic bursts between combos to combo extenders and pull off 4 magic bursts during a combo? What if I got a damage boost on the 4th magic burst? Or did extra will damage? Or give me a thing like, if I end a combo with Magic Blade, the Fire Sword, that does extra damage. Or, you know, like, something to encourage players to mix up their attack patterns more. Give them have them do increased damage or something like that. Again, there's a framework here for a good system, but it needed a bit more polish. But otherwise, the game is a lot of button mashing. Less so once you get more icons, but the problem there is that they're very, very slow to ramp up the ability system. It takes a long time to get your 3rd icon. Like, really until the halfway point of the game. It's going to feel button mashy because you only have a handful of icon abilities and not enough AP to mix and match them that much. But yeah, overall I did enjoy the combat. It was fun once you got the hang of it, and again, I like that there is tactical variance in how you combine abilities in that, just not as much as there could have been or should have been. So that's my thoughts on the story. sorry, on the gameplay, and I've given my thoughts on the story. I have a lot of nitpicks with it, and again, I don't like this ending, because this is just a downer ending to me. The Blight's still a thing. People are still without magic or crystals. It's going to be a very hard road forward, and a lot of people are going to die, or they're going to give in to despair and not make it. I don't like that. I don't mind, like, bittersweet endings, but this just feels like a downer ending. Like, the only silver lining is, we're free now. We can die on our own terms. Even though that's exactly what, Clive said to Sid. You know, you want a world where we can die on our own terms. What about a world where we can live on our own terms? That was an awesome exchange. But as it is now, it just feels like we got the former. A world where we're going to die, but it's going to be on our own terms. What insurances are there that humanity's going to live on? There's not really any. Is there a way to speed this up? Oh, I can speed... Okay. Let's speed it up, see if there's an after credits scene. There are a lot of credits. Again, I really did like this game overall. Oh, another thing I meant to say. Another nitpick I have, The Fallen. They kept teasing like The Fallen were going to have a major reveal associated with them. No, not really. Okay, this is the chance game. Give me a silver lining to wash the bitterness. Give me something sweet to wash the bitterness out of my mouth. Is that Jill? That kind of looks like an older Jill. I think that is an older Jill. Puppy! That looks like Torgal. I guess Torgal got some too. Final Fantasy. A bit of an awkward title drop. Like, why not actually have the text on the book? Like, we'd forgive it being a different language. But that does confirm, I guess, that Clive lived. So the world did recover, or are they just living in a fertile part of the world? But where one journey ends... Falling star, okay. Okay. Yeah, create a new one, okay. Okay. Increase enemy strength increased. Okay, so yeah, that's honestly my criticisms over the story stick. Like, I guess they confirm Clive lived and maybe got together with Jill. I don't know, and like, I have so many questions. This felt like a bittersweet ending. Much more emphasis on the bitter than the sweet. Like, that ending helped a bit, but yeah. I'm out of things to say though. Overall, for my critiques and nitpicks, I did enjoy this game. I love this game, Final Fantasy 16. It was awesome. Do I like it more than 15? Yeah. Do I like it more than 13? Probably. I say probably because I haven't played 13 in a while, so I don't remember how good it is firsthand. Is it in the... Would I put it in the upper rankings of the main series Final Fantasies? Considering that there's 16 games, would this be in the top 8? Yes. Does it crack my top 3? No. Top 3 for me are 6, 9, and 12. And top 5, I'd probably add on 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 4 or 10. Or even, no, pardon. If we're going to go beyond the main series, 7 Remake and Dissidia Duodecim. So this doesn't crack my top 5, but I did highly enjoy it, and it is one of the better games in the series. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I am open to discussion, civil discussion in the comments. I have no problem with that. I say in the comments because this is going to be going up on YouTube after I'm done the stream. So if you want to comment and ask questions on my opinions or point out something that I might have overlooked, I'm free to do it. Just please be civil about it. And otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen for streams in the future, but whenever I come back, I'll see you then. Take care. Long live Final Fantasy.